Natural resources are limited. We must be friendly to the planet. We have to hand it to our future children. 15 years ago, when we introduced hybrid vehicles, at first people were skeptical about hybrids, and maybe fuel cells feel the same way. But we continued producing first-generation Pros, second-generation Pros, and third-generation Pros. The more we developed, the more people recognized our hybrid. That's why we decided to go into fuel cell vehicles as a pioneer. Toyota has long been a titan in the automotive world, consistently pushing the boundaries of innovation to maintain its dominance. From pioneering hybrid technology with the iconic Toyota Prius, to venturing into fully electric vehicles with models like the Toyota bZ4X, the company has shaped the trajectory of the car industry. However, Toyota's latest endeavor, a hydrogen-powered internal combustion engine, is turning heads and raising questions about the future of automotive propulsion. This revolutionary technology, which blends the familiarity of traditional engines with the eco-friendly promise of hydrogen, has the potential to reshape the industry. But how does it work? Why is Toyota pursuing it? And can it compete with Tesla's electric vehicles? Let's dive into Toyota's bold new venture and explore its implications. Toyota's influence on the automotive landscape is undeniable. The Prius, launched in 1997, became the world's best-selling hybrid, igniting the electrified vehicle movement that paved the way for the rise of EVs. While Toyota was initially slow to embrace fully electric vehicles, opting to focus on hybrids and traditional ICEs, the company has always been forward-thinking. Akio Toyoda, Toyota's CEO, has expressed skepticism about EVs completely overtaking hybrids and conventional engines soon, a stance that reflects Toyota's cautious yet innovative approach. This perspective has driven the company to explore alternative technologies such as fuel cell electric vehicles, and more recently, hydrogen-powered ICEs. Toyota's foray into hydrogen began with the Mirai, a fuel cell electric vehicle introduced in 2014. The Mirai, initially targeted at markets like Japan and California, was a technological marvel, demonstrating the viability of hydrogen as a clean energy source. Its success led to a second-generation model in 2020, which gained global traction and even caught the attention of high-profile figures like former Top Gear presenter James May. I've got a new car and I like it. I like it a lot. It might be because I'm getting older. Thank you to all of those who have pointed that out. But the Mirai feels a bit like moving on. It's not just a nice car, it's also somehow enlightening. The Mirai's success highlighted the potential of hydrogen as a sustainable fuel, leveraging the universe's most abundant element to power vehicles with minimal environmental impact. Unlike EVs, which rely on lithium-intensive batteries, fuel cell EVs produce fewer emissions during manufacturing and emit only water vapor during operation. Building on its hydrogen expertise, Toyota has taken a bold step by developing an internal combustion engine that runs on hydrogen instead of fossil fuels. This technology is a departure from the fuel cell approach, which generates electricity to power an electric motor. Instead, Toyota's hydrogen ICE burns hydrogen directly in a combustion process similar to that of gasoline or diesel engines. The company has already adapted its 1.6-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine, found in performance models like the Toyota GR Corolla and GR Yaris, to run on hydrogen. Additionally, Toyota has partnered with Yamaha to develop a hydrogen-powered 5.0-liter V8 engine, promising around 450 horsepower and a 6,800 RPM redline. So, how does a hydrogen internal combustion engine work? Well, surprisingly, its operation is quite similar to that of a traditional gasoline engine, or even one powered by compressed natural gas. Hydrogen, being a highly flammable gas, is stored in a heavily reinforced tank to prevent leaks or explosions. The engine itself, requires several modifications to handle hydrogen's unique properties. Things like hardened valves and valve seats, stronger connecting rods, and fuel injectors designed for gas rather than liquid fuel. These enhancements ensure the engine can withstand the higher pressures generated by hydrogen combustion. The combustion process is nearly identical to that of fossil fuels, but with a pretty critical difference. Hydrogen internal combustion engines produce no carbon dioxide emissions. just water vapor and trace amounts of nitrous oxide. Toyota's hydrogen ICE offers several compelling advantages over both electric vehicles and traditional fuel cell EVs. First, it retains the mechanical familiarity of conventional engines, making it easier to repair and maintain compared to EVs, which often require specialized service due to their complex electrical systems. Second, hydrogen ICEs deliver a driving experience that's really similar to gasoline-powered vehicles, complete with the engine noise that enthusiasts crave. The hydrogen-powered GR Yaris H2, for instance, produces a sound described as even more exhilarating than its petrol counterpart, a feature that could definitely appeal to performance car fans. Another significant benefit is refueling time. While electric vehicles can take hours to charge, even with fast chargers, a hydrogen ICE vehicle like the GR Yaris H2 can be refueled in just 1.5 minutes, comparable to filling a gas tank. This makes hydrogen ICEs far more practical for long-distance travel, or situations where quick refueling is essential. Additionally, hydrogen ICEs offer a higher driving range than many electric vehicles and fuel cell EVs, addressing one of the primary concerns for consumers hesitant to adopt electric vehicles. From an environmental perspective, hydrogen internal combustion engines are a step towards sustainability. Unlike fossil fuel vehicles, they rely on hydrogen, which can be produced using renewable energy sources. Moreover, their production process is less resource-intensive than electric vehicle battery manufacturing, which requires significant amounts of lithium, cobalt, and other materials. As hydrogen production technology advances, refueling costs could decrease, making these vehicles not only greener, but also more economical. Despite its promise, the hydrogen ICE faces significant hurdles. Hydrogen is highly flammable, and in some cases, explosive, posing safety challenges that require robust engineering solutions. The need for armored storage tanks and durable engine components increases production costs, making hydrogen ICEs approximately 1.5 times more expensive to manufacture than traditional engines. Additionally, hydrogen is difficult and costly to process and store, which currently makes it less economical than gasoline or diesel. Another environmental concern is the emission of nitrous oxide, a pollutant produced during high-temperature combustion. While nitrous oxide emissions can be mitigated by increasing the air-to-fuel ratio, this reduces engine power, requiring larger engines to achieve comparable performance. This, in turn, can make the vehicle less fuel-efficient. Toyota's current solution is to explore hydrogen ICEs in hybrid configurations, which reduce nitrous oxide emissions and improve fuel economy. But this is really just a temporary workaround until the technology matures. Toyota is not the first to experiment with hydrogen ICEs. BMW ventured into this space in the early 2000s with models like the 750HL and Hydrogen 7, but both faced significant challenges, including safety concerns and inefficiencies. These historical struggles underscore the technological barriers Toyota must overcome to make hydrogen ICEs viable on a large scale. How does Toyota's hydrogen internal combustion engine stack up against Tesla's electric vehicles? Tesla has set the benchmark for electric vehicles with its high-performance models, long ranges, and extensive charging network. However, hydrogen ICEs offer distinct advantages in terms of refueling speed and driving experience. While Tesla's vehicles rely on battery technology, which can be slow to charge and resource-intensive to produce, hydrogen ICEs provide a more traditional driving feel with zero carbon dioxide emissions. Additionally, hydrogen vehicles could become more sustainable as production methods improve. However, Tesla's electric vehicles currently benefit from a more developed infrastructure, with thousands of supercharger stations worldwide. Hydrogen refueling stations, by contrast, are scarce, limiting the practicality of hydrogen vehicles in many regions. Furthermore, Tesla's vehicles are highly efficient and produce no tailpipe emissions, whereas hydrogen ICEs still emit small amounts of nitrous oxide. For now, Tesla's electric vehicles are more accessible and practical for most consumers. But Toyota's hydrogen ICE could appeal to those who prioritize quick refueling and a traditional driving experience. Toyota's hydrogen ICE represents a bold vision for the future of automotive propulsion. By combining the familiarity of internal combustion engines with the environmental benefits of hydrogen, Toyota is positioning itself as a leader in alternative fuel technologies. The collaboration with Yamaha to develop a high-performance V8 engine